game maybe, and then I'm just done on the couch.
Yeah.
Dead.
I think it has to do with the fact that I stare at screens all day for work,
Hmm.
so I it just makes me more tired. So, but with that side note out of the way, um, we should be live, should be coming through. Hello, hello, everybody out on the internet. Um, welcome. Well, first of all, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, whatever the heck you celebrate. New year, new season of Cosplay Bites. This is episode 101, and I am very, very excited to be joined by. I don't know how to pronounce your username, so I'm kind of want to just go with maybe Letitia, because that's the other name that's used on your profile.
Yeah, Letitia. The profile is just Saturnxne because I don't want to spell out Letitia. Please, the headaches. Sparing you guys of that.
Saturnx, we'll go with that. Okay. Yeah, no, this was we've been trying to get this for a while, but I think you were telling me you moved recently, so that through.
I moved, and then there's a lot of things that's just happening all at once, and I'm like trying to buy furniture and set up this stupid apartment. So you know
Oh,
how it is.
yeah, I
And
do.
then the holidays kicked in. You know, fun times.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So, before I start grilling you with questions, how did we meet? I saw you on the internet. You were really cute, and I was like, "Oh, she seems fun," and that's pretty much it.
It's great. Oh man, I seem fun. Please, I don't think I am fun. I think I joke around a lot, but fun? I used to be when I was young.
Oh, hush.
Then
Young.
I
How?
turned
Wait, how old are
31.
you?
I'm almost 32. Just one more month. One more month to go.
Oh, so you're my age. Oh, so I'm older than you, if that's the case.
Yeah, we're of the what are we called? The bingo club.
Bingo club. Wait, what?
All old people go play bingo. We're gonna end up playing bingo together at some point. We're
Yeah.
there. We're very soon. Very soon.
Well, that's. I mean, like whenever I tell people like, oh, I went to bed, or like, how does that feel, Grandpa? I was like, oh, shut up. Something just hit me when I turned 30. It's just like, why am I going to bed earlier and then like waking up in the middle of the night, just staying up for hours? Like, I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Oh, I don't even wake up anymore. If I go to bed like at 7, 8 o'clock, I'm not gonna wake up till it's time to wake up.
Oh, yeah, I'm not. I'm. Oh, I
You'll
don't
get
know.
there soon. You'll get there.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, so you're. Well, so you stream. I don't know if I'd want to. Would you? Would you be willing to go as far as being a content creator, so to speak, or you just stream, or?
So the streaming that I do is just because sometimes I want to game and talk to people. Sometimes I'm scared of certain games and I need people with me to not feel as scared,
Okay.
like Resident Evil games.
Yeah.
So I find it a lot more fun to stream because I get to not only play live with friends, 'cause I love my internet friends. I don't even have gamer friends in real life, so it's either you guys or nobody.
Right. Right.
And it's a lot of like it's light-minded folks, so it's actually fun. Then I'd rather do that than play by myself. So the streaming is literally just for fun. It's not for career driven like a lot of people do it.
Sure.
Um, then there's content creating. I do want to get into that for art. I think
Okay.
I do want to start posting because I draw on my tablet. I'm like, just click the export button and you have a video.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Just a little music in the background and it works. So I'm thinking about doing that.
Yeah.
That's really it. But that's more for fun, right? It's not again for clout and money purposes. Like a lot of people do it for that reason, not me. It's more for sharing it again with like-minded people because I don't know a lot of artists in real life. I actually don't think I know any.
Right.
Maybe like 3.
Right.
What about you?
What about me? Well, so I was jumping ahead, but I mean, we'll talk about me for a hot second. I streaming's been very difficult for me. Um, I get little to no viewers. I find it very hard to talk to dead air, essentially, and I've made it a priority for this year to, I unless some weird magical thing happens, this is never gonna be a career for me. Never, ever, ever. So I'm just trying to ignore all the numbers, ignore all the stats, and just try to stream and try to have fun with playing games that like are brand new. Cause that's the other thing. Like I feel like I've only been playing video games when I stream. So like I just recently wrapped up playing the Valhalla DLC for God of War Ragnarok, and I finished that. I have nothing else to play. Like I don't know what else to play other than just wait till Final Fantasy VII Rebirth comes out next month. Unless I cave and buy a game for myself for my birthday in a couple of weeks. Um, it's either that or I'm doing these podcast episodes, which someone actually recommended I try to do to give myself more variety and more of a reason to still use Twitch, because I was only just using it to either A, go on other people's streams, or B, just play video games that are like fresh and new in my head, like stuff that just came out, so to speak. So
Hmm.
I've got an IRL job to help keep stuff going. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I hit 100 episodes last year, and I mean, I've got a list of other guests, including yourself, that I wanted to have on the podcast for this year, and I've got a couple of what do you? I guess I call them like Hail Mary, like guests that I'd love to have, but are like just sort of like a shot in the barrel kind of thing. So
Hmm.
yeah, that's pretty much my spiel. On top of going to conventions, I used to dress up in cosplay. I don't anymore. I don't have that kind of money or time anymore. And yeah, just going to cons when I can. I've got one coming up in 2 months, so I'm really excited for that. Especially now that I'm making more money, I can actually go to stay at one of the hotels that I stayed at before for this convention, which is going to be a lot easier on my feet in terms of walking, because last year's PAX East, the hotel was a hike, and my feet were not happy.
I can imagine. I'm actually thinking of coming to see like one of those like conventions that you guys have, like your packs and stuff, because we don't have that here in Canada. It sucks. It sucks to not have anything. So I'm
Yeah,
thinking of actually coming to the States for the next one.
yeah.
If tickets are not sold out. If
I mean, if you happen to just visit the East Coast, I mean, hopefully it'll be at a con that we're both at. I could finally get to meet you and give you a giant hug in person. So,
yeah,
yay!
I'm fine with any conventions in the States. At this point, it's just one flight away, so it's not too bad because we're still within North America.
Right.
So I'm not paying more than like $300 for a flight. 300 Canadian, I mean. So it's like 200 US, 250 US. Not bad.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
So if there is a convention like on the East Coast, I'm down to go. West Coast as well. Like wherever there's a convention, I want to try and see like how much different is it from the. We have a big one here, but
Yeah.
it's not fun.
Yes, I mean it's fortunate for me for PAX East. It's out
Hmm.
in Boston, Massachusetts, and it is only a train ride away from me. That's just easier. Could I drive down there? Yes. Do I want to give myself that stress and park at a parking garage? No.
No, no one wants to and get stuck in the traffic for what interstate traffic. I can imagine how
Oh
that
no,
feels.
I don't want to imagine it. I think it's crazy. No, yeah, it just like an hour train ride for me from where I am. Um, but getting into that a little more further, but I want to jump back and essentially, I guess, ask what's your quote unquote nerd pop culture origin story? So it seems like you're mostly a gamer, uh, outside of anime and comic books. Like it's mostly like gaming. That's your favorite uh, section out of the three.
Yeah, actually, because it used to be like how I got into all of it. It was when I was a kid. I used to watch anime, but I think like every kid would watch anime at some point. So my first anime was Sailor Moon when I was
Yep.
4. Um, somewhere in the when was that? Maybe 1995. And
Maybe because I think I was the same boat. It was like Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon.
yeah, literally,
Those
Dragon Ball Z.
made
I watched it a bit later because it was too like I watched Dragon Ball first before Dragon Ball Z. That was more like when I was 7 or 8. But I remember like my first anime was Sailor Moon, and then after that it got to Pokemon, and then I forgot about Pokemon until I started playing the card game, and then I got obsessed with that and collecting the cards, and then
Oh, did you?
start yeah, and then I started watching the show even more, and then it went from that to I saw my friend with a Game Boy Color, and I begged my mom. I'm like, Mom, she has a Game Boy Color, she has Pokemon. I don't remember which one it was. I think it was blue.
Oh
And I
yeah.
was like, I want Pokemon Blue. I wasn't even aware of what's the newest game. So my mom went to the store. She tried to find it for me, could not find it. She came back with Pokemon Gold and a Game Boy Advance, and I was like, great, let's go.
Okay.
And
All right.
yeah, I think that was my first game obsession. That and Ocarina of Time, because that one I got it after Ocarina of Time, but when I first got Ocarina of Time, there you could not get me to leave the television. But then I started,
Yeah.
experimenting with going outside a bit more and pretending like I'm in Hyrule. If I'm not gaming, I'm pretending I'm in Hyrule. That I go back home to actually play in Hyrule.
Oh, that's adorable.
Yeah, but Pokemon was the shit.
It was.
Sorry,
It
excuse my
was.
French, because I used to grab my Pokemon cards. I would have my. Do you remember Burger King back then had these really cool Pokemon toys? It had like Pokeballs and it had a Pokemon
Yes.
plush inside.
I don't think I have mine anymore. I must have thrown them away at some point. Oh my
Ah,
god.
same here, man. And I had like so many. I begged my mom to bring me all the time so I could collect the Pokeballs, and then I had
Weren't
all
they?
these Odyshes that were inside. So I had like 20 Odyshes with me, and
I
putting
can't
them
remember.
outside.
I can't remember if I got Mewtwo because weren't they released in tandem with the first movie?
Um, that was later. That was an I remember the Mewtwo toy, but I think that was McDonald's. But
No,
for
because
Burger
I.
King, it was Oddish plushie and other toys like that. I just cannot remember the other plushes that they had, but Oddish was one of them.
Oh,
And I,
we're talking. We're no, I'm thinking about a completely different Pokemon toy that I think was part of.
Pokemon 2000, yes, that's the one
It
you're
was
talking about. I
well,
think
no,
mine was.
it was a Pokeball. It came in a Pokeball, but it was like inside the Pokeball was like this golden like rectangle, almost like a trading card, but it was like kind of like heavy metal. I
I
don't know.
remember that, but I think it's McDonald's.
That might have
I
been.
think
Oh my god.
because Burger King was that was the Oddish,
They had the
the
plush.
Oddish obsession.
They had the plushies. Okay, all right.
It
Oh
didn't
my.
last long, but back then the toys were
It didn't
A1
last long.
quality.
Yeah.
No. Oh,
Oh
I
my god.
miss those days,
You took
man.
me back.
I was going crazy on those toys. Like I swear, I thought like I was a Pokemon master. I would go outside. I was like, just pretend to catch anything, throw the ball at a squirrel.
Yeah, no, it was. I remember going ham on like the mini Pokemon figurines that they
Yeah,
had back in the
you just
day.
gotta beg your parents, and then they would get you these things because it was cheap back then. It was like $2, and they
Yeah.
would wonder why do you want this toy so much. It's like, shh, don't talk to me, boomer. I know what I want.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, and it just yeah, no, because I remember early like trips to New York back in the day when before the Nintendo store showed up. Before that became the Nintendo store, it was the Pokemon store, and oh my gosh, just going in there and like buying either the little Pokemon figurines that like came in like the little clear plastic balls, or I remember I pre-ordered and got I think it was Pokemon Fire Red. I got it from the store, and like I pre-ordered it, and then they shipped it to our house back to where we live. So, and then I believe, I mean, I haven't been to the Nintendo store in years, but I want to say it's still mostly like the first floor heavily Pokemon centered because that's what it originally was, and then you go upstairs to the second floor, and that's when it's all Nintendo with all the shirts and all the games and the consoles and the displays. So it was wild.
You guys had everything, man. The States is. You guys have all the cool stores like Nintendo's, like you said, the Pokemon shop that became the Nintendo store, and well, we didn't have any any of these things.
Yeah, yeah. It was Well, so I remember that like my first game, um, it was a Game Boy Color, and it was Pokemon Blue. But then the second game I got part of it was Link's Awakening, and me being what was this 98, 99. So then I was 6 or 7. Me not knowing what the hell Zelda was or how to play it, I found it way too intimidating, and that kind of made me dislike Zelda for the longest time. And that didn't really change until Wind Waker when that came out.
Such a fun game.
So
Such a fun game. I'm sorry. Wind Waker was one of I did not like the graphics when I was a kid. I was like, ew, what is this? And then you play it, it's like, wow.
no,
Why
yeah,
why was I because I played the demo and I was so judgmental. I take it back.
everyone was because it was all based on the whole that preview of like at what, Space World when they showed Link and Ganondorf fighting, and they was like, oh my gosh, that's the next Zelda. And then they first show the new Zelda, and it's cartoon Link. Yeah, no, it was. I mean, it's the whole. This was my first syndrome kind of thing. So like my first Zelda was Wind Waker, and that's always going to be my favorite. And why have they not put that to the Switch? I would not mind beating that a third time. Oh my
So
god.
fun.
Yeah. Um. Okay. All right. Um. What do I got here? Jumping back to talking about conventions. So you say that there's very little cons in Canada, but you got a couple. Um. Sort of where you actually had the opportunity to vend over at FanExpo Canada last year, right?
Yeah, I actually got a table again this year and hopefully more merch because
Oh, nice.
I didn't have that many posters. It was very last minute because I didn't think I was gonna get accepted till 3 weeks before the con. So
Oh,
I was
sure.
like, wow, I gotta
That makes sense.
clean up a few drawings.
Okay.
So now I got a year where I think I'll be solid with merch, and if you want, I can send you some in the mail.
Oh,
Let me
you
know.
you sweet bean. Oh my gosh, I would love that. Like, give me more. Like, oh, let me know how much it would cost, and then I could try to scrounge up.
No,
No.
no,
Okay.
no.
All right.
Just send. It's just so it's fine. It's not that expensive as long as it's not heavy, and I don't think it's gonna be heavy, so it's fine. Don't worry.
Okay. Yeah. No. Give me more art to hang out in my apartment.
I will.
Yes. Oh my gosh. So aside from me fangirling over your stuff just now, so what was it like? I mean, you said you got a table 3 weeks before the con. Uh, I imagine you were stationed in what I assume is an artist alley section.
Yeah. They put me in artist alley next to this really huge artist next to me. Like it was actually an artist that I looked up to for a long time because he worked with Marvel.
Oh my
So that
god.
was yeah. So I was surprised when I saw his name. I'm like, but I didn't talk to him at all because I'm shy. So I just admire from afar. I'm like, I'm just gonna go at his booth, quickly look through his book, admire everything, and leave. That's
who is
exactly what I did.
who is the artist?
His name is Clayton, and he's really good at what he does.
Okay.
So I really like Marvel artists. So if I see like comic book artists in general, they're usually in the comic book area. So the fact that he was like right next to the artist alley, if not in, was very interesting
Sure.
because it gave me the opportunity to go through his things.
Oh,
You
I
get
mean,
to see like how they draw by hand, and you get to actually see the pencil work. And
yeah.
digitally, like when you see a picture of it, posted, let's say, it's not the same because you don't see like the reflection of the light on the pencil, so you see like where they applied more pressure than anything. So seeing that in person was very um noteworthy. I did grab my notebook and started writing. He
Right.
does
Right.
this, he does that, blah blah blah, so I can apply it for myself.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you just reminded me of I had a similar experience where this was like probably my second or third New York Comic Con. I went with my dad when he was still around at the time, and I think this was during the New 52 on DC Comics end. And one of the books that I really loved was The Flash, specifically because the artist was also the writer, so he was like an artist writer kind of combo thing. But he did such a great job, and I just loved the way he just drew and the coloring. It was just phenomenal. So he had a table at New York Comic Con, and I stopped by his booth. Um, I didn't, or maybe I did. Maybe I did have some comics that he signed, but he also had like a display of like a little like portfolio book of like recent covers and art that he did, and you could buy them. So I did that. I bought one, but then the other thing was every time you bought one, he would sketch whatever you wanted in like the inside like page, and so he was like, "What did you want to? What would you like me to draw?" So me not thinking, and my dad was like, "Why would you not want him to draw the Flash?" And I was like, "I want to see how he draws Nightwing." So I just said Nightwing, and then I just watched him draw it really quick inside the book, and I still got it with me. It's in one of my shelves, and yeah, it was just wild to see artists do stuff live.
They do it live and it looks amazing and they do it fast and you're like, how are you doing this? Like,
Yeah,
what is this?
yeah. Like, what is this madness? Um, so what did you have for sale at your little table?
I had posters, obviously like video game related poster. I think one was Final Fantasy 16. A couple of
Ooh,
them were Zelda posters. Actually, 90% of them were, were Zelda posters.
of course, of course.
I sold candles. They were Legend of Zelda themed.
Ooh,
Yeah, it was fun. That those ones sold crazy, and I told myself maybe I should not do candles next year because they kind of take away from the art. And
Sure.
stickers. So not that much of a variety. Oh, and t-shirts, Majora's Mask t-shirts.
Oh wow.
Yeah, those ones were fun to make. They were kind of like, do you know the brand Comme des Garçons
Don't think I've
with the
ever heard of
heart?
them. Don't think
It's like the heart with the two eyes.
I'm
So
blind.
it's a Japanese brand, and
That's why.
we
Yeah.
we
Okay.
took that and put the Majora's Mask on top of the logo. So
Oh,
that one sold 3 Like I bought 5 shirts. I sold 3 out of the 5, so that was that
that's pretty
was good
good.
because the shirt was incomplete and I still didn't put a patch on it, but people somehow wanted to buy that. I was like, okay. So the sales usually the money came from the posters. The posters was the money maker. I had to print posters every day before the con.
Oh,
Yeah, it was very annoying because you think you have enough for like the whole weekend and they gets like sold
you never
on
do.
the
You gotta. Yeah.
Yeah, thank
That,
God the store was right there.
yeah.
So
That's very
day one
convenient.
I sold out. No, day one was still good. Day two I sold out of the posters in the morning. So I had to like run, get them printed, run back,
Oh my
sell
god.
more. I know.
Did you
That and trying to do fun things, like win squishmallows.
win Squishmallows? Okay.
Yeah.
I get they had giveaways at certain tables.
They make you play a game and then you win a squishmallow. So I won 5 of them. And I gave them all to my sisters. I was like, let me just it's addicting
Okay.
to try and win and actually win.
Yeah.
I never win. So
Oh my god.
felt great.
So now that you have essentially a year in advance until the next time you vend, I mean, are you thinking of expanding your selection slash merch into like other items, or are you just sticking to like maybe T-shirts and posters?
Oh, new items. So I'm thinking of doing lots of acrylic work, keychains,
Ooh,
stands. You know that stand that you put with the little light thing at the bottom?
Stan, would you put the little light thing at the bottom?
I'll show you a picture of it. So it's like a small thing that emits light, and then you put like a transparent acrylic piece of whatever you want. So I have one of a
Oh,
Gundam.
what the?
Um, yeah, those things they're kind of starting to get popular now. So I'm thinking of doing that, but colored. Um, just gonna have to figure out what
I
people
don't
would
know.
want.
No, there's no way you can see it. It's like I have one legit of
Is it the purple light?
no. Well, that light up on the wall, that was something I got at PAX East, or no, FanExpo Boston actually last year. It's just a coffee mug, cause but no, my brother actually, he got he got me two Christmas gifts. Both of them were art books. The issue was, I already had one of them, so
Oh,
he returned it and then got me essentially what you're talking about. He got me a light stand with an acrylic like transparent piece, and it's of Sora. So
oh,
and I barely use it because I just don't have enough like good opportunity to use it because it's like the stand at the power button. And you just like I just click on the power button every time to like rotate it through either it shifting through colors or it staying one particular color. So yeah, no, I exactly know what you're talking about because I have one.
yeah, those are fun. I like these. I have one of a Gundam, one of Yoshi, and then I have another one that I found for uh well, I was gonna say Squirtle. It's not Squirtle. Bulbasaur.
Okay.
So I have those three, but the Bulbasaur one is like permanently green. It's not flashing any colors, but Yoshi does colors and the Gundam as well. And I was thinking, why not just, AliExpress helps you cut those. You just have to send them the design. So I'm thinking of just like thinking of a design, not sure what it is yet, and then or a couple of designs and then have those done.
Right.
Um, gosh, what else can I sell? Oh, postcards, but that's like more prints. But prints was always going to be a thing. As for the clothing and shirts and stuff, I'm actually going to buy an embroidery machine.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be so fun to embroider some hats and stuff. And I'm doing it for myself, but then I feel like maybe if I like it enough and people like what I have, then maybe I'll make some for the convention because
Yeah,
you have to sell your product, right, while wearing it.
that's a good way to look at it. Yeah, if, like just get one for yourself and then start doing it like almost like a hobby for yourself. And if you like it enough, and people like what you're doing, then start monetizing it
Yeah,
in a way.
because there's so many animes that I want on shirts and I can't do it. Like I can't find them online, and one of them is Samurai Champloo. I've been wanting so bad to find Samurai Champloo merch, and I just can't find it anywhere. It just does not exist.
Right.
So make your own, right?
That's true. When in doubt, make your own.
When in doubt.
Um. So outside of vending, were you pretty much like? Did you ever happen to have a chance to just browse the con itself and like look around at other vendors or see any
Oh
cosplay
yeah.
around? Yeah.
I spent so much money from other artists and vendors. Like I found this one artist who did maple story posters,
Okay.
and I went ham on those. So I bought like the two favorite maps in the game that I liked, and then I saw that he did a poster for Monster Hunter. So I ended up buying that as well because I love the palicos. They're my cats are the best. So I have three
Cats are the
posters
best.
from him. $50 for buy two get one free, and I'm like, well, 25 each is very expensive, but whatever, worth the 50.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a guy who does 3D prints of Majora's Mask.
Ooh. Did you get him?
Yeah, so he only made four of them. Uh, three were painted and one was not. And I'm like, give me the non-painted one because I didn't like the paint job on the other ones, and I wanted to paint it. So I still have it. I just wanted to stream with it, kind
Oh, that's a
of.
great
So
idea. Oh wow. So you actually nabbed one. Sick.
yeah, it's huge. I just have to figure out how to. I probably would because I want to paint it, but it's like again, it's not fun to paint it by myself, and I don't have an audience when I stream. It's just my friends that come on. So I'm thinking if I can get paint. Well, I have paint, really. I just have to figure out how to find a webcam. So if I
Yeah.
can get a second webcam, and have it connected to the computer somehow. Again, that's something I'm gonna have to figure that out because I'm limited in jacks. But yeah, that'd be something fun to do to paint Majora's Mask and just talk about maybe my favorite moments in the game. If anybody else has favorite moments that would be fun to talk
Yeah.
about.
Yeah. I
Um,
definitely make it a priority to try and stop by. Cause I mean,
yeah, that'd be fun if
I
you
know.
talk anything on Zelda. I just want to talk Zelda at some point and just why not do art that's related to it, which is just painting this thing, but it's still fun.
I mean, shit. We could talk about Zelda now. Further down the line. What is going on? Tifa.
Oh, how's your cat?
She's doing lovely. She's probably scratching something she's not supposed to scratch. I think she's
Mine does that on the couch all the time.
Tifa, what are you doing? I can't see you. Where are you? All right.
I love cats.
if I happen to see her, I'll try to turn on the webcam and I'll show you her.
Oh my
Even though
god.
you've
So
probably
I can
seen
squeeze my fists because I just wanna roughen up these cats. They're so
Tifa.
cute.
Come here, sweetie. Tifa, come here. It's okay. Come here, honey. Come here, honey. I am sorry, listeners, for being distracted, but cats are present. Tifa, come here, honey. Come here, honey. I promise I'm still here.
Yeah, that's okay.
I'd have to take off my headphones and run over to the other room to grab her. Unless I lured her with treats. Ugh. Maybe later. Uh,
Yeah.
Swike, no, she's doing fine. She's been very affectionate. In fact, I almost, maybe this is a sign of the person I'm becoming. But I was just like laying around like before we started doing this, and I look over in my window, and I did a double take. It's like, is there someone looking into my window, looking into my apartment? It was another cat staring,
Oh,
and I was like, oh hi. I went outside to be like, let me adopt you and love you, but he ran away. It's for the best. I can only handle one cat at a time right now.
would be nice though to have two. I
I
kind of want a second cat.
I did have two. It did not go well.
Oh, they fight. Yeah, they'll get used to each other. I had two at some point. I just had to get
Wait, did you
the
not?
other one adopted.
Were you not aware of my whole story with Tifa?
No,
Oh, you must have missed all the posts I did on Instagram about her.
what does Tifa do? Was she fighting the other cats?
No, no. Oh my god. Okay, let's keep this short because I'm sure our listeners have heard this story dozens of times. My best friend had a friend who had Tifa. She wasn't getting along with any other cats. So my best friend posted, like, would anyone want this sweet, adorable indoor cat? She loves tummy rubs. She loves to cuddle. I go, me. I'm lonely. This was Christmas 2021. So I get here in December. Come to my surprise, and to my best friend's surprise, that I noticed up until February of 2022, she was big. She was pregnant.
Oh, Tifa. She was having fun in the hood.
That that's the joke. I brought her in from working the corner to live a dignified house life. That's the joke. She ended up having 5 kittens.
Oh, that's cute.
I tried to keep one, and it didn't work out because the kitten would keep me up at night. I would just not. It was not a good fit. Plus, my previous apartment being as small as it was not a good fit. So,
Yeah, kittens, they play a lot at night. Like I learned that the hard way with my cat.
oh yeah,
Um, at like 3 in the morning, if you move your face, because I used to put her in the pillow next to mine. So I'm like, oh, look, cuddle buddy. She would like attack my face if she saw like
yeah.
the wind blow my hair and it touched my
She.
nose. I would get clawed.
It wasn't so much I would be in clawed. Like we It's a funny thing. We got the gender wrong. The one I kept, we thought it was a girl. It was a boy. Thankfully, I was able to like still keep the name because I named her quote unquote. I named her Kyrie. Then we found out it was a boy, so I shortened it to Kai. But no, yeah, whenever I go to sleep, he would bite my nose. He'd
Yeah,
like,
they. I don't know why they do that. They just.
get all up in my face and like lick my nose, and then like 2 licks in, and then like bam, kitty chompers. Ow.
I love cats. My God, the kitten face is my favorite. They're just so funny. I mean, you get sleep deprived, but it's just so funny.
Oh man, you'd have to do a unless I send you videos, you'd have to do a deep dive into my Instagram because I posted like a butt ton of videos of like all of my just there were moments where like I had all 5 kittens in the room, and they would just like crawl over me. I remember distinctly just having 2 of them on my leg, and I was doing like exercises of lifting my leg up and down with the kittens as weights. It was a riot. Like like the same best friend that gave me Tifa ended up finding homes for the other 4 kittens, and as far as I'm aware, they're doing okay.
Oh, No, yeah, they probably would do okay. Cats are adorable. Nobody would want to disrupt them. And they get when they're young, they get used to their new environment very easily. I mean, they'll panic for like maybe a day or two, and then after that, it's like, yeah, bitch, that's my house.
Yeah, it's funny because I don't think Tifa got along with Kai when I still kept him. But the second he left, she was all over me, and she still is. Cause she's
That's
like,
her
"What?"
own son.
Yeah. Well, now Tifa gets me all to herself. She doesn't have to share me anymore. That's the way I view it. Um, yeah.
And
Overall,
I
with
imagine time of the month she gets like extra affectionate because that's how annoying they get.
maybe, I mean, I got her fixed right after that.
Oh, okay, no, never mind then. I still gotta get mine fixed because I don't know what happened, but she started peeing now in the everywhere. It's
Oh
yep,
no.
nope. She's getting fixed in 2 weeks. Let's just say that.
Okay. Uh,
Very expensive.
it is. It is. I mean, like I after I got all of her checkups done and her initial like first checkups and all that, like I haven't. I feel like it's been 1 or 2 years since I brought her to the vet because like I don't need to. She's not getting sick.
No, I still gotta bring her for checkup. It's like $45, so it's not that bad. But it's the surgery to get her fixed.
Yeah,
They
that was
expect
that
me
was
to pay like 900 for her,
exactly.
and I have to get my dog fixed at the same time. So
Oh boy.
so she's gonna cost me 1,000. So I'm like, wow,
Oh.
that's basically 2 grand. That's nice.
Yeah, and then I think I remember I had to got, or maybe I didn't get Kai fixed. I left that to the new owner to do that. I don't remember.
I would
Um,
hope so.
I, I think I think he is fixed. He got fixed eventually. I don't remember when. Um, what do we got here? Were there any memorable cosplays that you saw while you were at FanExpo Canada last year?
Um, yes, I saw one girl that was cosplaying as a Gerudo, and you know how it is.
Of course
I
I do.
love them.
Yeah.
That was great. And there's this one guy every year. He's always the same guy from Legend of Zelda. He cosplays as Guru with the machine and the music that plays, and he actually shaves the top of his head just for that role.
Okay.
Yeah, so that I commend that guy, man. I forget to take pictures of him. Oh, and then there's a guy who cosplayed as Tingle,
Okay.
the the true fairy boy.
The true
He's a
fairy boy. Yeah.
not Link, Tingle. So the guy with that cosplay as Tingle, I took pictures with him. I just never posted it. I liked
Right.
his costume. I should post that one day. Um,
Yeah.
and
Why
yeah,
not? Yeah.
I think Tingle actually was my favorite. Screw it. Screw it. I made him hold my Tingle plush, and I'm like, I'm taking a picture of you with my Tingle plush.
Oh my god.
So that was my most memorable one. I think that I've appreciated the most is you cosplay as classic characters. I will appreciate you and take a picture.
Yeah. Okay. Um. Let's see. So you briefly mentioned that you would stream on Twitch. Um. You haven't since the last time I saw, which again you mentioned that you had a lot of stuff going on with the move and other crazy things. But how was Twitch streaming for you? Like when you would do it?
When I would do it, it was fun. Um, it just gets stressful when it comes to like setting it up, and then once you have it set up and you have like 3 minutes left or 2 minutes left before it's time, I have this weird anxiety moment.
Sure.
It is very strong, and I'm just like, I can't do it, I can't do it, and I just sit behind the camera, right? And
Oh.
not knowing what to do. Then I have to turn on the camera, and then most of the time it is the dead air thing, but I'm on it waiting for people to come. So will I talk to myself? Usually I do anyways, so it's not like I'm doing it for Twitch. If
Right.
I'm thinking about stuff for some reason, I like to think out loud. It helps me do it. So while I'm being crazy, people come in, they think I'm engaging with them. I'm just crazy, and then it works very well. The whole situation works very well. Then I start talking with friends, and that's what I guess fun because like I don't know if you notice for the times that you've been there, a lot of regulars come in, and that's usually the people that I've made friends with over the years.
Sure.
So so I'm like, oh, what's up? Let's go. Let's have fun. Blah blah blah. And yeah, I think but if I get over the period where I get nervous, you forget about everything and you're just like continuing like it's a normal routine, and it's really fun, I think.
Yeah. Have you have you just been streaming like playing video games, or have there been moments where you were streaming some of your art making?
I have been streaming some art last year, especially when I felt like I wanted to draw, but I had no idea what to draw, and I was having mental blocks.
Sure.
So when I you have this like artist block and you don't know what to draw, it's like, well, I want to invent a character. How about I ask people like what to do for the character? So we had this one time where everybody was giving their input on features for this character, and I ended up creating someone, and that was fun.
Okay.
Um, so for art, I'm trying to do a little bit more art stream because that's something that I'm lacking is, finding time to do art. Because at work, I want to do it. I bring my tablet every day and I don't do it. So might as well do it after work with
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah.
But that won't be for a while because actually, no. I might do it this month, but next month I can't because two games are coming out. The Final Fantasy 7 is coming out for the millionth time. They keep doing some releases for that.
Oh my
It's
god.
never gonna end. And then and then you have and because of that I have to replay the other Final Fantasy 7 just to catch up. Then we have Dragon's Dogma 2 coming out.
Okay. Yep.
So I have to get ready for that. And next month is also my birthday, which means one of those games is going to be my birthday game. I just don't remember what comes out when.
Oh,
The birthday game where you stay home and you play that game all day.
Oh yeah. I can't. Oh god. I'd love to do that, but I mean, like, my luck. I have no games that come out on my birthday unless I buy the one that I'm planning to like fill time in before Rebirth, because Rebirth is the 29th of February.
Hmm.
Uh, the game I'm eyeing is a game called Potion Permit. It's a really cute game that I played at PAX East last year. I never got around to buying it, so it's out, and I might do it. It's not that expensive. I might do it just to give me something to stream. Cause my birthday falls on a Sunday, so I got no issue with that.
Which day on a Sunday?
The 28th.
Almost leap year. Almost.
Oh no no well no January 28th. That's my birthday.
Oh, I thought
No
February 28th. I was like,
no no
oh,
no.
so close to the leap.
So close. Nope.
So close. Yeah, there's no releases in January usually. So you probably would have to get that game. Usually releases are always February and April, sometimes June,
Yeah.
November. And then there's the odd ones in the summer, which is bad because you want to make them come out around the same time usually. So February, I know some shit's about to get released. And this year, can't wait. Got two games coming out because I'm
I
sorry,
feel
Dragon's
like
Dogma is such a good game. Capcom always does it for me.
yeah, big Capcom girl.
Not as much, but when they do, they when they do release games, for the most part, it's good. Like Monster Hunter, can't go wrong with that game. It's fun. Now you have Dragon's Dogma. The first one was amazing and open world because I like my RPGs. So now we got the second one
Same
coming
here.
out.
Yep.
And it's the one of those like fun RPGs that I don't know if you've ever played like a Maple Story. It's kind of like that. Like you have your
No, I've
mage,
never.
you have your whatever class you want to choose. You can be an elf if you want, and you have your peon that helps you fight,
Okay.
and you can trade with people. Peons. Unfortunately, you cannot play online. That's the only stupid thing.
Yeah. I think the only. Um. Oh God, hang on. There we go. Oh, I had to get a yawn out. The only notable release that's coming out in January is Tekken 8, which I don't care. I am
Yeah,
trash
me
at
neither.
I am trash at fighting games except for Smash Brothers, and that's it. Uh,
Street Fighters is fun, but I don't like Tekken. I'm sorry. I just you cannot get me to like Tekken. Nope.
uh, oh, I definitely want to do it. It at the moment it's on the back burner because obviously Rebirth is taking priority, but they they're also putting out the Persona 3 remake early February, and I'm like, oh, I definitely want to give that a shot because I love Persona 5, and I played through Persona 4 Golden last year on the Switch, and that was fun. But with this Persona 3 remake, essentially getting the Persona 5 treatment in terms of like graphics and like style, oh, sign me up. I want to give that a go. I want to see how that is. But then, like, other than that, there's nothing on the horizon. Oh wait, Paper Mario, Thousand Year Door.
When is Paper Mario?
Yeah,
When is that one coming out?
Thousand Year Door. No idea, but it's 2024. No date.
Oh, probably. I was assume June, May or June.
Well, because then there's the whole idea of like, is this going to be the year that Nintendo releases the Switch successor, or announce it? So
They probably will release it this year, to be honest.
they
Oh,
might.
looks like Persona 3 is full price.
Yeah, because it's new. Wait, which one? 3?
Yeah, the
Yeah, because
reload.
yeah, because it's brand new.
I mean, it's just the old game redone. I guess they could. I wouldn't full price it though, because they haven't really done much different. Like they just changed the models of the characters, and then it's the same animation. Everything's kind of the same. Nothing really changes. It's
Ah,
more like you upgrade the graphics of the PS2 game.
and make it play more like Persona 5. Mm.
I haven't played Persona 5 since 2018, so I have to remember. I have the game disc somewhere. A friend of mine let me borrow, and then he wouldn't take it back. I was like, okay. I
Oh,
just
that.
I borrowed the game. You can have it back. He's like, no, it's okay. I'm like, I insist. Take it back.
Oh,
I don't like to keep people's
you.
things because I feel like I owe them.
Yeah, I feel that. Oh, but you'd have to get Persona 5 Royal to like update because that is essentially the definitive version of the game. So
Oh yeah, no, it's not. I don't think it's Royal or whatever. It's just whatever was available back then on PS4 in 2018.
yeah, no, it would vanilla Persona 5 as people call it. Yeah.
Okay, then I'll just replay it. I got stuck anyways. So, so I'm gonna try it again one more time. You know, the second time's a charm.
Yep.
It was a fun game. I really liked that one teacher at the beginning. His true form was hilarious. I'm
Oh yeah.
sorry.
Yeah. Damn bastard Kamoshida. Um, what do I got here? Um, I don't know what else you'd want to talk about in terms of your art because I know you touched upon it with your experience going into the convention, but Um, you said so you mostly just draw on your tablet?
I draw on the tablet. It's just like whatever ideas for fan arts that I have, that I'll do it digitally. Sometimes I try to do traditionally if I feel like cleaning up, and it's usually it has to be on a weekend because I need to sit there for hours.
Yeah.
So that's not as often as it would be if I were to just do tablet art because I'm more used to digital art anyways, ever since like I went to college for it.
Yeah.
Um, and then it what a waste of college money.
For
Because it's
sure.
such a waste, man. That was such a toxic experience.
Oh,
You
was
have
it?
no idea. Yeah, so
Oh.
artists are very toxic people, but the professors were the worst. They made my experience bad. Like I remember I threatened to sue one of them
Oh my
in front of the
god.
whole class. Yeah. He oh man. The way he told this one student, like he accused me of plagiarism. How do we plagiarize an animation? I don't even know. But apparently, because I actually did a good job for the first time ever, because I never put effort in his class. I had no respect for him or his class. And then the one day I said, yeah, I got time. Let me animate something and actually put effort into it. And then I was accused of plagiarism. And
Oh
then
my god.
at the end, when I found out he spoke to the student on Facebook, which is a no no, right?
No. Yeah.
And then asked him if I stole his computer files or if he gave it to me or was if I was going through the computer file. He asked the guy as well, like, did you leave your computer around while she was there?
Oh my
And
god.
I didn't believe it until he sent me the screenshots that I still have from Facebook.
Wow.
I was like, wow, yeah, this is crazy. Okay. So, yeah, those are the questions that he was asking. And then he said, I spoke to the dean. I'm like, well, you just shot yourself in the foot, sir, didn't you?
Yeah.
To this day, I feel like I should have reported him and I should have gone him to, you know, he needs to get fired. He abuses his power.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Did you
Oh.
know if you sucked at animation in his eyes, he will give you a McDonald's application? As if it's an, I'm like, how is this an insult? Like, people at McDonald's make pretty decent money. Why are you insulting them?
Yeah. This is true. Oh jeez. I'm sorry you had such a bad experience with art school. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, no, that he's just the first one. Like this, every single professors I've had in that school, there's like this weird backstory. Like one guy came to school completely like drunk. I could go on for days with these stories on how crazy it was. Um, and yeah, it was pretty wild.
Okay.
I don't even know how any of this was allowed, but it was it was an interesting experience. Then, I ended up working in the industry um, for VFX, and that did not last long because, again, it's like these adults with the mentality of children.
Yup. Absolutely.
It's it's very weird how they behave, and then if they don't like you, then they want to get rid of you. This one woman was like pushing 50 almost, and she was like actively trying to get me fired
Oh my
because
god.
I did not want to go to a hymn concert with her.
What? What?
The hymn band had their final show in Toronto, and she's like, "Do you want to go with me?" And I said, "No, sorry."
Uh. Okay.
Yeah, it's weird. Imagine like your lead, who's been like treating you like shit, asks you to go to a concert with them. How would you feel? And you're
That's
trying to go there with your friends and have fun, and now you're gonna have to like take your lead from work with your friends that you're trying to drink and have fun with. It
yeah.
was. I mean, by having fun is just like reminiscing high school days with the music, and that's all I want. Is just don't kill it for me. So it was. I ended up leaving art field. Let's just say that. Never going back again for sure.
Yeah.
But you work in the art industry. How is that? How is that compared to my experience?
I mean, so far it's been nice. It's been really good, actually. Um, I don't want to get too into it, but yeah, no, I mean, like all my coworkers are really nice. Um, I try to get the job done in a timely manner, and it definitely helps that my main manager is into the same stuff that I like mostly very big into comic books, which is it. It made the interviewing process go pretty well, honestly. Um, yeah, no, I mean it's been great. I I just can never ever see myself going back to working in an office. Never.
No, nobody wants that. I guess I'm sad every day. Every day I want to go home.
I could tell from your post. Jesus.
Yeah, I wake up and I'm like, no, I want
You
to go
wake up
home.
and go out the door and you're like, I want to go home.
I wanted to go home, and this morning I was still in the washroom. I was still getting ready, like in middle of brushing my teeth. And I'm like, I want to go home.
Oh my
I'm
god.
home, but I want to go.
Oh man, I feel that. Oh man.
Yep, office work, fun times. But I'm so happy that you at least found in the industry that has anything to do with art, like-minded people, and you're actually having fun and you have a good experience with your manager. I wish I could say the same, but maybe it's just Canada.
Maybe that's the problem. You live in Canada. That's the problem.
Yeah, I should leave.
Should
Let's
leave.
go to the States. I mean, I can only go to the States for 6 months, and I'm not allowed to work for those 6 months. But we can try. I'll try my best to sneak in,
Sneak in. Oh my god.
legally sneak in for 6 months.
I have written down what are your current fixations slash obsessions at the moment? Be it gaming wise, anime, you somehow got into comic books. What are you? What are your? What, what is your Roman Empire?
Oh, lately there's an anime that came out that's called Delicious in Dungeon, and I don't know why. Do not ask me why. Okay, ask me why, and I won't have an answer though.
I've never heard of
it
it, but why?
it is new. It's on Netflix, and it's so weird
Okay, that
and
explains
like
it.
intriguing at the same time. It's like you're watching like a basically like party members, and they go to dungeons, and like you hunt monsters and whatever, and then everybody's basically playing online. And at some point you're like, you need to eat food to sustain yourself. So usually people bring in like their normal food, like rations and stuff, but these guys are like, no, we're gonna kill these monsters and we're gonna eat them. And then they make these most like elaborate dishes, but it's like in the funniest way.
Okay. Huh.
And I don't know why I'm fascinated by this anime. I
You
don't know why.
you
It
don't know?
reminds me of Monster Hunter, but like
Okay.
weird cooking version of Monster Hunter, I guess.
Yeah, no, I don't have access to Netflix anymore, so I don't know. Never heard of it until now.
Oh, yeah, you could probably stream it on those like websites. Sometimes when there's an anime that I want to watch and I don't want to pay for any streaming services, like I'm not paying for Crunchyroll anymore. I don't care what anybody says. Not worth no dime. So, um I'll send you the link to this streaming site that I use. I think it's a Russian site because it's .ru, but they have every animes you can think of, every one of them.
Okay.
Crazy.
Interesting.
Yeah, and if you want to watch people eating an elf and a dwarf and some guy eating these monsters.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Only obsession I can think of. That and uh I watch a lot on YouTube, Legend of Zelda theories. I cannot stop with those. I'm trying my best. It's really a disease at this point because
Okay.
it's taking over my mind, my body, and my soul. But a lot of Zelda theories, I cannot stop with those. Because
Yeah.
some of
Well.
them are far fetched, yes, but it's like, ooh, what if? Oh, you're right.
Well. So this actually brings me to. I want to ask one thing first before we dive into Zelda. Although I don't know how much time you have. Um.
No
So
life.
the other curious thing I had was that could you ever see yourself getting into cosplay or like making an outfit or anything of that sort?
I haven't. Okay, so I have been doing some cosplays with costumes that I've purchased and fixed.
Okay.
To make one, I've been wanting to. Just not sure as to what, but I want to make armor.
Sure.
That's something that I've been wanting to explore. Don't want to be a professional cosplayer, obviously. It's impossible for me to find the time and willpower to build things, but also I don't have like the creativity that a lot of these people do. Like they'll know how to create stuff.
Right,
I don't know if
right.
you've seen Kamui cosplay.
Oh god, yeah.
Oh yeah, I follow her and then I watch her stuff all the time. So her I can admire because she will literally sit there and be like, "All right, let's just rewire these cables to make light go inside this and blah blah blah. All these things. That's 3D print." And I'm like, "Yo, she's going hard." I don't think I
Yeah.
can be at that level. Um,
I mean,
but I want to try.
you don't have to be, but no, it's good to try. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to try armor. Maybe like do like Gerudo armor. That's one thing I always wanted to try. I'm like I got the skin. I just need the red
Foam.
wig. The costume.
You can use foam armor, like make armor out of foam, make armor out of warbler with craft foam, like sandwich in between them.
Maybe.
There's options for armor making, but yeah, it's like you said, willpower, time, and money. That's
Yeah.
something I don't have anymore.
I've been wanting to do this one cosplay for a long time, and it's Rani from Elden Ring.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been wanting to do her for a while because she just looks so nice and calm.
Sure.
And
Okay.
I like to sit down anyways, so might as well.
Oh my god. Cool. Um. Okay. So there's that, and then Zelda talk. What were your thoughts on playing clearing Tears of the Kingdom if you happen to have?
It was very fun.
Yeah.
At first, I when I realized it was the same map as Breath of the Wild, I was like, ugh, there's nothing. Like, what are they trying to do here? Um, and yeah, it sucked that it was the same map. Like, that's one of my complaints that I have, because that's why maybe like it took a while for the game in between games to come out. So I don't know why they still use the same map. Um, when I found out that they're using a map under the map, that was interesting.
Yep.
So I'm still actually I have not finished exploring the bottom area because I want to get all the masks that are down there. So it's yeah, the game it's pretty big. I'm still going through things. Um, the quests that they added, I like them, especially like with that one town that's destroyed and you have to wipe the monsters out.
I
That's
remember that
fun.
one. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I would say it actually exceeded my expectations. I was ready to complain. Then actually playing the game and going through the maps in the sky, I would say it's fun. I would say that I would rate it a good solid 8 out of 10.
Okay.
The 2 points that are taken off is because they could have used a new map. instead of just like adding the sky on the and the bottom, and the sky is so broken. There's like nothing up there.
Yeah.
Finding dungeons though, hunting for these dungeons is fun. I do admit I do like a little challenge there. The armor's great. I'm still looking for all of the Majora's Mask armor because
Okay.
I have the Fierce Deity link, and I'm trying to get Majora's Mask, like the actual mask.
Right, right. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I don't know. I think I like Breath of the Wild more. Uh Maybe it's dumb to have it all hinge on the fact that the final fight for Tears of the Kingdom was very rough for me, where I just did not enjoy most of it and had to brute force it because of the whole gloom effect and how I had no idea you could make food to get rid of it.
Oh
So
yeah, I found that out later.
yeah,
Oh, way later.
yeah, and then like it was just I was brute forcing it, and that just sucked a whole lot of the game out for me. Like I just like even still like I cleared or no, I discovered the entirety of the underworld. That's all done. Like getting all the little routes to light up the map. That's it. I haven't touched the game since. Like I don't know, it just didn't leave that big of an impression as Breath of the Wild did. Then again, I haven't touched Breath of the Wild either. I think since I completed the DLC, but yeah, I don't know how I feel completely about how there was this article that came out where the main guy in charge of Zelda now, he feels that he doesn't see a future where Zelda goes back to what it was before Breath of the Wild in terms of future games, and I don't know how I feel about that. So,
If they're putting in a new because the thing is, I don't want the Breath of the Wild graphics anymore. I kind of want to get back to Twilight Princess graphics. I like the way Twilight Princess was and how elaborate their map was.
sure.
So I'm just hoping that they take that into reconsideration and change up the games, just the look of the game. Because I don't want to go walk around the same towns and stuff like that and redo the same possible quests and play with the same Link. Like I'm tired of that Link, to be honest.
Yeah.
I need something new.
Yeah,
I need a new villain. I don't want Ganon anymore. I don't want these um the malice that you have to move, or gloom, whatever you want to call it. I don't want to deal with that anymore. I want a new villain. Kind of like how we used to have Zant in Twilight Princess, and then
Yep.
we had uh Ganondorf that turned into the Ganon itself. Like I like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that was probably the best design for Ganondorf. I don't care what anybody says.
Which was
I like the new Ganondorf. Like, okay, you can simp over this guy all you want, but you know what? At the end, at the end of the day, I like the other Ganondorf, the Twilight Princess one. He's the best. He's got like these perfect little braids that go back. He just looks mean.
sure.
And his armor is just great.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
I like armor. That's the thing. I think armor is very intimidating, and the other one's just like topless walking around. I don't know what to say to that.
Showing off them pecs.
No, Ganondorf doesn't need to show off no pecs. He needs to just walk around with his armor and stay calm like the other one was. That's scary.
Yeah.
Don't know what he's capable of.
Yeah, yeah. Um No, you just reminded me that like and I think this will never change where for me there's the whole thing about like, oh, what's your dream cosplayer? Like if you had unlimited time and money, what would you make? I think for me, it would be a full set of Dragoon armor from Final Fantasy, specifically as it's done in Final Fantasy 14 from the time that I played that game. Ugh. Some of those armor sets were insane. Like, ugh.
Yeah, armor's the best thing to craft, man. I wish that it was easy to make, or you could buy things for a good price.
Yeah.
Considering that most things are like mass produced easily. But yeah, I do agree with you. The armor would have been amazing, especially the Final Fantasy designs. I like their design.
Yeah. What do we got here? Well, is there anything else that you wanna fangirl, gush about, talk about while we're still here?
I am not much of a fangirl that gushes. However,
Oh.
I will say that I am fangirling about Dragon's Dogma 2 so bad. I'm sorry. It's just exciting to know that another like huge open world game is finally coming out. I mean, I try to give Baldur's Gate 3 a chance, and it's just not as great as people make it out to be.
Really?
Yeah, it's I would rate it out of 10. A solid gameplay wise and everything. A solid like 5. But people like them because of the characters. Mainly these girls. They love the characters. Oh my god, he's so hot. Oh my god, blah blah blah. It's like, yeah, but the game is not good. I'm sorry to say. But Dragon's Dogma, though, that's gonna be a good game. That I can't wait. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm just so excited. A true RPG finally coming back.
Oh my god.
If you ever get the chance to play the first one, on the you have a Nintendo Switch? Yes.
Is it on the Switch?
So the first one is on the Switch, and I think it's like $10 or $5. It's super cheap because no one plays it anymore because the second one's coming out, and it's been like 15 years since the first one came out. But yeah, if you ever want to give it a try, it's so fun.
I will.
Just FYI. And you can play with people online. Just another FYI.
Okay. I will. Oh my gosh. I will look into it. See if it's something that
Consider it.
I
Yeah.
will look into it.
And that's the only thing I can fangirl about. I'm sorry. That's all I'm excited about.
That's okay.
Dragon's Dogma 2.
That's okay. I mean, like I am just. I'm like excited but nervous at the same time over what the hell the next part for the Final Fantasy VII like remake trilogy is gonna do. I'm just like, oh my god, just give it to me already. It's just insane at how fast it's coming out.
I know. Missing Tifa already.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, she's in my. Oh, the cat's in the bed.
Oh! The bed's near you?
Yeah, it's near me. Hang on a second. Hang on. Alright, I'm here. I'm back. Don't mind the silence, people. I just had to go retrieve the cat, and she already wants to get out of my arm. No, honey. It's okay, it's okay sweetie. It's okay. Look, I want to show you a friend. Want to show you a friend? Hang on, sweetie. It's okay. Shh. Tifa, come on. We're gonna wrap up soon, honey.
Oh, she is so cute.
Yeah, you're my baby. Are you my baby? Yes, you are. You're
She's a tabby mix, right?
Sure. I don't... Domestic something hair? I don't know.
Oh yeah, they're called domestic short hair, but sometimes it, like the gray pattern has the tabby pattern, and then the rest is just white patches everywhere. So cute.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you annoyed? Do you want to get down, sweetie? Yeah. Okay. All right. There you go. Yeah. Hi. All right. Well, on that happy note, I think that it would be um, a good time to wrap up because I don't want to keep you up for too long. God knows if I'm gonna get any sleep tonight. Uh, but I guess if they being the listening audience, want to go find some of your work and follow your adventures, where would they go?
For the art, they can go to the Instagram High Elf Overlord, where I like to post art, and I will be posting art soon because I've been revamping it.
Oh, I forgot about that
Um,
account. Oh my god.
I know it's been like I all I do is clean it around, fix it up, and then I don't post anything yet. And then there's my regular Instagram, I guess, Saturnxne with a X instead of an I. Um, SATUR and XNE. So that one's just like the main one, but usually I just post like game related stuff on that.
Saturnine? That's how you say it?
Yeah, but somebody took it with the I. I was like, whatever. I'm gonna put the X instead. People call me
Well,
Saturn Return. I'm like, yes, Saturn X. Yes, that too. That sounds cool as well.
okay, wow. This is another case of like me finding out I've been pronouncing your username for wrong this entire time I've known you. Awesome. Great.
No, it's okay. All the ways to pronounce it is cool. I just like the planet Saturn. I think it's cool. I like Sailor Saturn. You know, she's the
Okay,
chaotic one.
that makes sense.
She literally means death, so that's great.
All right.
No, I'm not kidding about that part, but yeah. So, um, on that note, I don't have other social medias, at least not for now. Maybe YouTube at some point, which is gonna be just art. Just art.
Yeah.
And that will be announced probably in I would say like in the next month. I'm hoping to do something for next month, so we'll see. Maybe I'll do some stories about college. You are the first one to hear about the the prof that tried to get me expelled. So
That's still
yay!
wild, but yay.
That was very wild. It's
Yay.
crazy.
Um, yeah, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed listening to this nice, relaxed conversation. I adore you so much, and I'm very
Aw.
glad we got to do this finally. Yeah, that's it for me, and I hope you guys enjoyed listening. Tune in for the next episode as season 7 starts now, and my cat is clawing something again. Alright, so yeah, stay tuned for the next episode, guys, and thanks for listening. Bye.